Hey Divine One, it's Jerome Braggs of JeromeBraggs.com, and I wanted to come and do this video and talk to you about how do you know when you're truly healed. So I've been getting this question a lot from clients who are going through their healing journey, whether they're healing from disease or healing for something in their lives. And a lot of times we want to ask, like, how do I know that I'm truly healed, that this work is working, that I'm a healed being, right? And aside from, you've gotten a clean bill of health, there are some markers. And as a matter of fact, these are the truer markers, because you could get a clean bill of health if you're struggling with something in your body and not have these things in place. And what will end up happening is you will probably end up remanifesting that disease later on, or some other type of illness or disease. So what I've found in my journey, my own journey of healing myself, but also in working with people from around the world, is that the real purpose of healing is to bring you, is not just to free you of illness or disease in the body. It's to free you of illness and disease in your state of being, in how you are being in the world. And the way you do that is by reconnecting to who you truly are, and reconnecting to, or if you haven't ever done this in the first place, beginning or creating, living a life you truly love, right? Living a life that really tastes delicious to you, that feels good to you, that makes you excited to get up in the morning and feel very fulfilled to lay down at night. And so how do we know that we've really healed? Like, what are the parameters that we can take to look at, how is my healing journey going for me? How do I know that my healing journey is complete for me? The parameter is that you have become authentic to who you truly are. You've become your truer self, your truest self, right? And so for me, in my journey of healing, and how I knew I was healing was, I was no longer suppressing parts of me. I wasn't suppressing parts of my sexuality or my personality or my spiritual gifts. I had lived a long time hiding my psychic and intuitive abilities. I hid a lot of my sexuality for many years. I hid my femininity for many years. And so I knew I was healing when there was no part of me that I was hiding, that I was keeping a secret, that I was suppressing. But I was embodying all pieces of myself, and I was expressing all these aspects of myself, the pieces that I used to think would not be lovable, or I would be afraid to express them because I would think I would be rejected or I would not belong. When I began to not care about that anymore, and I began to really just want to be the full expression of who I really am, I knew I was healing then. I knew I was healing when I began to say what I really meant. Like, I wasn't diminishing myself anyway. I wasn't playing small so that I didn't rock the boat for others, or I didn't play small so that other people wouldn't feel, outshined by me. I said what I really believed. I said what I really thought. I spoke my truth. I allowed myself to be the bigness of myself wherever I am. Like, that's how I was more of my true self. And there wasn't anything that I was trying to, the masks were taken off, the things I was trying to project that weren't me. I began to be me, even if it meant that I would lose favor in the eyes of others, or that I may lose money, or that I may lose, approval in some spaces or people or places that I wanted to be in. As long as I know that I felt free and I felt whole, and there was no block in my energy field, and there was nothing suppressed or edited in me, I started to feel really good, and I started to feel more alive because I felt more like myself. And so that's when I knew I was healing. And that is one of the biggest barometers for us to know when you are healing, and to know that you've healed, is you are your true self. You are authentic to who you truly are. There's nothing hidden, suppressed, projected, masked, put in shadow. you're bringing more and more of you into the light and into expression, and you're not feeling ashamed about it. You're not rejecting aspects of yourself. You're not denying aspects of yourself. You're not trying to abandon parts of yourself. Who you are and all that makes that up is embraced by you and expressed. The other part of this is you know that you are healed when you are living a life you love, because that's the purpose of life. And one of the big reasons why we manifest illness and disease is, one, when we're not living our true selves, and then two, when we're not living a life we love, because that's what our soul incarnates here to experience. So your healing journey, more than what you're eating and the diet you're taking and the water you're drinking and the sleep you're getting and the exercise you're getting, the real pieces of your healing is how much of your true self are you becoming, and how much are you now beginning to create and live and experience a life you love, a life that feels delicious to you, right? So for me, now I write every day, and I'm getting ready to publish a poetry book, which I love. And I'm doing work in the world like this, making videos and working with people, helping other people heal their bodies. This fuels me. It feeds me. It makes me feel alive. It just lifts me like I could literally float because of the type of life I'm living today. And I was so far away from this type of life when I was sick. I was doing work I didn't love, that drained me, that stressed me, that didn't allow me to be my full self. I was not being my true self. I was not doing a lot of the things that I loved, that nourished me, that were my delicious. I wasn't prioritizing them. My schedule was filled with a lot of obligations and responsibilities, and was not filled with a lot of desires and passions and funs and pleasures. I have a really good and consistent relationship with pleasure and fun, right? I pretty much get doses of those in daily. So this is what began for my own healing, was reconnecting to these things. And this is also your barometer for your own healing. How connected to your passions are you? How much fun are you having? How much pleasure do you experience? How alive and excited for life do you feel? Do you wake up in the morning looking forward to living your day? Or are you frustrated about it? Or are you not looking forward to it at all? Like, that is the barometer for healing, because once you're healed, you reconnect to why your soul is here. And your soul is here to be the authentic version, the most authentic version of you, and to live a life that you love, that deeply nourishes who that version of you is. And so that's the barometer. Like, when you are healed, that's what you do. And if you don't have those things, again, you could have taken the medicines, you could have done the herbs, you could have done the detoxes, drank the green juice, become alkaline, you could have become vegan, you could have done the chakra cleanses and all those things. But if you haven't done these two things, your healing is going to be incomplete. And yes, your body may be able to experience some level of wellness through those things, but it's not going to be able to sustain them, because your body needs the frequency of your truth to be well, and it needs the vibration of joy and bliss that comes from living a life that you love in order to be well as well. And if those two things aren't there, the body can't sustain health. So you're going to manifest some type of illness again. So this is how you know you've really healed, and this is how you know you're moving in the direction of healing. You are becoming more and more authentic to who you truly are, and you are living and doing the things more and more of the life that you really love. And also, you're releasing, right? You're releasing stuff that you don't love, and you're walking away from things that aren't making you happy, and you're letting go of things that stress you out and make you feel overwhelmed. And that's all part of it, but the end result is you live a life you love, and you are authentic to who you truly are. So I hope this has helped you with that question. Until next video, as always, I love you, and go love yourself. And before you do that, press subscribe so that you can get future videos and notifications when they come out, because I'm doing some right now pretty much daily. And you can be a part of the tribes and let me know and get notifications for whatever I have coming up next. So thank you for being here. Much love.